Hello everyone, we are back. We are in the Crystarium here. We're going to be meeting up with Rain and Lane. Can't be skipped. Wait for Lena. Okay, if you're going to do this, why are you making me wait here for 5 seconds? Just start the new cutscene. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Miro? Ha! It is! Oh, glad am I to see you hail and whole, my friend! What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's Return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples, historical and contemporary first-hand accounts that will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is the key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift. Knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There is no end for questions I would ask you, but if you can indulge me, just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who would you say, who offered you the greatest struggle? Titania, driven mad by lightning and loneliness. Vothvine, his misguided self-righteousness. Hades, who bore the burden of his people. This may come as a surprise, but... Truly? I never would have guessed, but then, if I could, I suppose I wouldn't have to ask. There's a tremendously eye-opening answer, and we will see that your account of this battle features prominently in the tome. Aw, I was hoping they would have a funny answer. I know you'd love to talk our ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course, and afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treaties. Till next time, then. Do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular. Remind him not to overexert himself. Again and again till his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? It's her! It's really her! What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Ricky. You'd only give her a stomachache. We've come to see Morin. Did you get his advice? One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. Well, I know what I want to be. I know that I want to be a mage. Arkell isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about a lot of things. He isn't here? Aww. Oh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkell best? Axe, sword, or bow? For smiting your opponent, the axe. For protecting your friends, the sword. For fighting and hunting both, the bow. There you go. The sword. The sword. If you took up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light! I love that tale! Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me to decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. Yeah, Hoary Boulder said the same thing and we fucked him up. Who's your favorite JRPG dog? Oh fuck, probably Rapide or Interceptor. Such fun she's having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. I waited and waited and waited, and she won't so much as acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. Feoul, I need you. Oh, faithful Feoul, loveliest of branches, how I've missed you. Don't you have more important things to do, Your Majesty? If you truly missed me, you should have cried out for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you have a few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of...
my lovelies, grow!
The world is on the verge of destruction, is it? Indeed. So how do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you're waiting for. I wonder, what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's End? Imagine if football was a thing. Megan. My apologies for the delay. Miro, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. It probably is 10 gauge. Also, hi 10 gauge. Alright, there we go. Let's do this shit. I'm relieved to hear everyone as well. I've had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach. And I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that... I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin. Never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling that it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked, and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Miro? What are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. I went on vacation already. I just got back yesterday. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amara has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first, so don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may rest assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save our worlds. So long as you continue to fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath the blazing sky. Yay, new weapon. Yeah, I already got back from my vacation. You also have Argos from FF14 as a notable dog. Fuck, I don't think I went through and sold any of this stuff. Yeah, so I need to do that again. I keep forgetting. Humber skin. I'm gonna turn it into the Grand Company if I can. Boko from FF5. He's a good boy, and he even gets a family. Not strictly a dog, but, you know, he counts. Look at this book, though. It's a pretty nice looking book. Alright, yeah, there's a Skiploom. Vector's favorite Pokemon. Hope upon a flower. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it. Oh, and the beavers from FF2, they're good dogs. The turtles from Elden Ring are also pretty memorable. You like beavers? My brother watched an episode of Ancient Aliens while we were at my dad's place. It was fun getting to see the aliens guy again. Ah, Mistress Mira, welcome back. The captain has told me. Give the word and I shall show you to the Oculus. Aw, so nostalgic.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. Oh. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the Convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Thank you.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the Convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes. That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Hello, Lord Theory. How's it going? Well, the thing about Shadowbringers is it was entirely a time travel story, but the time traveling had already been done before your part in the story takes place. So while the player doesn't strictly time travel, the events that led to the game itself were due to it. The device is reminiscent of an aetherite. Perhaps it's possible to attune with it. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. The man stands dutifully by the aetherite-like device. A guide for this facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives still absolutely no indication. As Elidibus warned, it appears your form is intangible. Also, look how fucking huge these people are compared to me. This is the right place, yes? Propylion? Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Propylion. I don't know how to pronounce it. She does have Miro hair, though. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing. And it seems neither does she. Okay. She's a gigantic version with Miro hair. Except for the GBA card battler. Kingdom Hearts is a good series. It did itself the Square did it a disservice, spreading it across multiple devices, but it's good. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorium and then in the recreated Amaro. It appears that, or Amarot, it would appear that you have made it to your destination. No, she's got the same hair as I do right now. So even she wasn't allowed to have actual Miro hair. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. He assumed Faye enjoyed masturbating? Ah, that's hilarious. Sturdy door. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it?
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant. You may open your eyes.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings! I am Elidibus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name, and I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
I seek a man named Hermes. I want to learn about Elpis. I seek a man named Hermes.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
This presence.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Alright, ladies and gents, we're gonna take a break, but this is Elpis. We are actually back in time during the era where... Oh, they won't actually let me attune to that yet? Okay. I actually don't know if you can attune to that one. You guys hear the FF4 in this scene, though? At parts of it, you can hear some. It does feel good to be home and stream. I slept for so long. We're trying to create the perfect life form, but it keeps turning into a crab. The crabs get more aggressive at night. Give me a sec, guys. We'll be right back.